The American bison is the largest land mammal in North America and was chosen as our national mammal. Theodore Roosevelt National Park in southwest North Dakota is conducting a scientific study on the genetic diversity of bison in the park. One of the lead investigators for the study is Dr. Blake McCann.
The bison at the South Unit were the first that were introduced, and they came from Fort Niobrara in the 1950s. And in the 1960s, 20 animals from the South Unit were brought to the North Unit to establish the herd that we have here. We're pulling hair for genetic analysis of population genetics, looking at nuclear DNA and trying to understand the diversity of the different herds that are managed at the National Park Service and with other DOI agencies, as well as some of the other park units in the Midwest. In a nutshell, we want to understand what genetic diversity was here prior to the near extinction of bison and what has been rescued from the brink of extinction. I think it's our responsibility to ask questions about how might we use these scientific tools to better manage for species conservation.
So Knife River Indian Village is a National Historic Site. The archaeologists, they went out and they did test dig sites, and so that's where you get a lot of the bison teeth that were used in the study that you guys have with Blake. And so we went through the collection. They just have bags. We have bags of bones in our collection. And then if it has 3 of the ridges on the tooth, then you know it's an older bison, because then that's when that 3rd ridge of that grows onto the bison teeth. And so those are the ones that they wanted to get the sample from and extract the DNA and compare it to the existing herds that live today. And so there was a time where, you know, they wanted to save the man, kill the Indian, and so part of that was by killing the bison. And so that's where you get now this really small DNA sample that from the bison herds that exist today.
The bison DNA is being extracted at the University of North Dakota.
So we now collected over 400 samples from modern bison, and we have collected, let's say, almost 150 ancient bison samples from 18 archaeological sites, mostly in North Dakota, but also in South Dakota. In modern bison, we observe very low genetic diversity, very low.
How could gene flow perhaps improve diversity over time? Or what are the consequences of not moving animals or genes between herds over time for the next 100 years of managing bison within the NPS? Not just the bison itself, it's the cascading effects of not having them here as that key component of the natural ecology. So that's one good reason to have them around.
Here in North Dakota and across the country, the staff of the National Park Service will continue to work on the survival of the bison.